Today we're going to build some in-ground garden beds in the native soil. Nothing too fancy, nothing crazy, just something that I've just decided to do. Wanted an in-ground bed and figured I want to show you how I was going to go about doing this. So got a native plant planted, got the in-ground bed situated, and so come along today as we do that together. So today I'm going to make two in-ground garden beds, one here and another one here. So I'm gonna kind of make a little bit of something above ground right there, rather than just in the mulch. I'm gonna put some natives, so I'm thinking some black-eyed Susans going up like that, and then some Tixie, Coreopsis, whatever you want to call it. And then maybe on the other side do the exact same thing. Definitely the Coreopsis, but I may put some purple coneflower over here, but probably gonna do black-eyed Susans on both sides. I like the color yellow, and I like black-eyed Susans. I think that they look good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rake back all of this mulch. There's some layer of cardboard right there. I'm honestly probably gonna leave it, and then I'm just gonna use some black cow just to kind of mix it in with some of my native soil, loosen it up a little bit. Not really improving, just adding some structure, I guess. Don't really know what I'm doing, but we're just gonna figure it out as we go. All right, so I got the rough outline, kind of just a little square, you know, just something like that. Did that on that side, cut it out on this side. So I'm going to, just again, I feel like a broken record, just because this is just not very good. I'm gonna chop it up a little bit, probably about, I don't know, 5-6 inches deep. Then mix in some black cow, and I'm gonna leave some of these pine bark fines in there just for some drainage, and a little bit of organic matter. Just gonna stab that in there, and, you know, mix it in really good, and call it quits. I feel like that should be enough. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Again, this is no proven method, I don't think. I'm just doing what kind of makes sense to me, maybe. I don't know. This may be an epic fail, but that's okay. We're learning. It's all right. So I'm gonna do that, get it stabbed in, get it fixed. I don't know, work it in a little bit. We'll see what it does. And then I'll come back. Okay, I got that all chopped up, and look at the red clay. So when they built this house, it was sloped up using red clay, and so that's kind of why we're closer toward the house here, so there's a little bit of that. So I'm definitely gonna break that up a little bit, and yeah, because that's gonna just compact, and that's not what I want. And then this side over here, getting further away from the house, but chop that up real good. I'm gonna just mix in some of those, or some of that black cow. Again, not really doing a lot, just mixing some stuff in and kind of making a garden bed structure. So I'm gonna get that done, and then I'll come back. That is them done. just raked the mulch around them. Just got a little bit of, I don't know, 2 feet by 3 feet, give or take a few inches. So I'm plant there, maybe a ground cover here, I don't know. We'll see, but I did that on both sides. That's exactly what I wanted to do. You don't see much of a raised part. It's definitely an in-ground bed, and I'm cool with that. That's where I'm going to try to plant some natives, and I think it's going to tie this arch in really well. Now I'm going to plant some coreopsis in there. I don't have any black-eyed Susan yet, but eventually it's going to go right there on both sides, because I like it, and that's what I'm going to do. Again, nothing groundbreaking. Groundbreaking? No, that was terrible. Nothing crazy. Just chopped up the soil, did what I felt like doing. Just felt right. I don't want to over fertilize, because I feel like since they're native, they don't necessarily need fertility, and so I just put the black cow in it because I just had some. So I'm gonna see where I want to get that laid out. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking one there. I got these from a local nursery. That's where they had them. So I'm thinking here. I'm trying to plan for it to get bigger. So 6 inches here, there. I don't really know how big yet. That seems right. And then black-eyed Susans there. I don't know if that looks a little stark. Maybe I could add something. So I'm putting it on the outsides because I think they grow a little bit shorter. Let's see here. Oh, that's the wrong side. 12 to 14. I think black-eyed Susans get about 3 feet. So that should be fine, hopefully. I'm thinking there, up and over, fill in here, those others here, and then the same thing on this side. Yeah, maybe I need to put a little bit of a ground cover in between, just because it's going to take a couple of years for it to actually fill in. Maybe I could put some chives. Those might look good. I've got some blooming right now, and they actually do look pretty cool. I've never seen a chive actually bloom until now. That looks awesome. To me, it does. I thought they would be bigger, the blooms, but I'm not complaining. And so you might have seen in the background all of this all over the beds. It's contractor paper, so it's like drop cloth basically for painting, I think. So at least that's what I use it for. But I had some left over, and I've already amended these beds. So what I did was I used black cow, that's a go-to apparently, and put some garden tone all throughout all of these beds, including these. I did these first, all of these first, and that's why it kind of looks a little wrinkled. Then we had a storm come through, had to put wood on top of them. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. And so I just did these. I did the exact same thing that I did with these to these with black cow, Espalma garden tone. And over here I didn't put garden tone because I use my own compost, and I guess I could do it when I plant something out, or when I actually eventually pull this, because I think I'm actually going to put squash in both of these beds. Maybe I can beat the squash vine borer. We'll find out. Don't know. And then I plan to do some peppers here, cowpeas, snap beans, honestly cowpeas. I love cowpeas, they're so good. Pink eye purple hull is superior. And then cover these with some landscape fabric that I had left over. I'm getting super distracted, but that's okay. And then actually this is a new addition too. I've never had an Oya, but I got those buried in these beds. Super cool. And it's funny, I have not watered these beds, and I mean, look at it. That's my own compost, by the way, too. It looks like it actually works. I just wanted to see if it would actually keep the soil somewhat moist, and sure enough, it does. And then I keep these covered because of the cats like to dig all of the neighborhood's cats treat my garden like it's a litter box, and that frustrates me. And so I covered them all up, and once I'm putting some mulch or some straw on them like I did back here, I've noticed that they haven't really dug in them. By the way, this is the blueberry bed. So I got the pineapple sage in the ground. I just got that in the ground actually, so it looks kind of sad. I've got that here, and then I planted some borage right there. And so this is the blueberry bed. So I've got pineapple sage, borage. Then I did the same thing over here. Boom, boom, and then interplanted somewhere under this straw is some nasturtiums. I'm gonna see if I can grow them. I'm not super confident about that. And some bachelor's buttons. I don't even know what that is, but I had some seed. And so I just stuck it in the ground, and we'll see if something comes up. I don't really remember where I put them. Somewhere along this, there's nasturtiums and bachelor button seeds, but for sure, I've got pineapple sage, borage on both sides. And so this is that blueberry bed, fully planted out, ready for the season, ready to go. And then here's the strawberries right there. And I actually do have some strawberries that are fruiting. There's a little bitty strawberry right there. That's cool. So back to what I was saying, I got super distracted, by the way. So yeah, I'm thinking with everything, Coreopsis, black-eyed Susan, ×2 over here. And it'll look really good. Super excited for that. Okay, they are in the ground. There's one, and there is the other. Now, until I'm able to get the other plant, I'm just gonna hold off for a bit. I'm actually gonna use some wheat straw, actually, all over, just to keep the cats out. So I'm gonna cover it. I could use cardboard. I may do that. No, I'm gonna use the wheat straw, just to cover all that up. Now be careful with your straw that you use, because sometimes it's not been filtered, and sometimes there are little excess seeds in there. Now, the one I got, there doesn't seem to be that many seeds in it, so that seems like a win, but you never know. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that strawed up just to keep some of the moisture in. I don't want it matted. I don't want the straw to really mat down and create like a seal over the top of the soil. I just want to kind of keep it airflow, but keep some of the moisture in. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do to both of these beds, and then eventually we'll plant the other plant right there. So I'm gonna get that done, and then we'll see the final product of our new in-ground beds. Now I'm just gonna water that in because I don't want it to blow away. So just gonna do this here, something like this, just really flatten it down, honestly. Again, not creating like a seal over it, but just holding it in. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Saw it slightly move there just by spraying it. Hear the wind too. And that's all that we want to do, that right there. Back over here. Now, as far as the straw that I'm using this Pennington seeding straw. I'll let you take a look at it. That's what I'm using. I got it from Tractor Supply. I think they have it at Lowe's as well. It has a tackifier in it, which it's like a conglomerate. I don't really know what it is, but it keeps it together. So it's kind of like, I think it's made out of guar gum or something like that. So it just keeps it kind of like mulch glue, but it's not really mulch glue. It just keeps it together. That's my best understanding, but I really haven't seen where I've had an issue with it causing the soil not to breathe. They're creating that seal that I was talking about. And it's a lot less expensive than the garden straw that you can get off Amazon. I think that bag on Amazon is maybe like 30 something dollars for a really big bag. It goes pretty far, but this is the same size, covers roughly 500 square feet. I don't know about that, but it's significantly cheaper. I think it was $17 at Tractor Supply. They also have this thing called Easy Straw too, which seems to do the trick as well. It's got that tackifier in it. Like I said, I'm not super keen on that, but for the price and for what it does, I'll take that. But yeah, that's them done, watered in, put together, ready to go, ready to be planted out. And here's the shot that we have. I have a mess, but there it is right there. Well, thanks for watching. If you like this video, you can go check out some of my other ones where I did the blueberries, and honestly get a little sidetracked by just taking a tour of the garden and just some ideas that's popping up slowly in my head as we go and move forward with this spring season. I'm excited for it. I think this is going to be the best harvest. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, we'll see. But again, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again.